just to go into what, like for example, starting from what we started, I started my career with the Copper Chimney brand. That's an Indian brand. Is known for, it's in the value segment. It was at one time perceived as a high-end restaurant. I will talk about, say, 40 years back. This is our 40th year of that operation. And we haven't, in fact, done justice to expanding it across the country, I would feel, even though we have about 19 outlets as on today, and now growing quite rapidly. But today we have positioned the same high-end restaurant in the mid-segment. I'm a great believer in scalability. Everything what I do is about scalability. That does not mean I don't believe in high-end restaurants, I don't believe in that market, but I believe that even in a high-end restaurant, you're talking about restaurants which offer a 5-star experience at a 3-star price or a 4-star price. I have tried each of these segments, and like I said, I've done most of these businesses with a dream, with a passion, and felt that yes, they could be worth a try. But ultimately, for a brand like an Indian brand or a brand which is scalable, because Indian cuisine still remains our number one business, product in the country, and I believe that will always remain that way. How much ever people are experiencing new cuisines, are willing to experiment, willing to innovate, but Indian cuisine will be our forte, will be our base for our country. Even with international brands coming in with a lot of international food, but anybody who is able to develop an Indian product which can be scaled across the country in a sort of quick service format, I think there's a huge opportunity. A lot have tried it. We tried it at one time. We couldn't succeed because if you want to compete with the international brands, you need to get in a quick service. You have to have food out within 3 to 4 minutes. You can't go beyond that. And if you want to serve it over a counter, whereas that's very difficult in the dry products, which you would normally like to grab and go. Curry products are not easy, for example, to grab and go because it gets messy when you're standing, walking away with it, and that's the type of a sit-down store or a takeaway store. Other than that, yes, we did go into other cuisines also, like Italian. We've tried out multi-cuisine restaurants. We've tried out restaurants in the Oriental or Pan-Asian, and we've got certain verticals in which we're trying to grow those businesses. But in the end, I still feel that it all has to be in the value segment. When I say value segment, I believe, for example, price point. Our country in the restaurant segment is restaurants between 500, I'm talking about pan-India, so I take it as low as 500 and upper limit is 800 to 850. I believe beyond that there is a resistance. I've always found that you can't scale up those operations. And as a company, because that's our vision, that we want to grow every brand, and the values really come when you look at international investors, when you are able to grow these brands to multiples of more, maybe 10s and 20s and 30s. Otherwise, there's no real value creation. Yes, you have single individual entrepreneurs who would like to do one-off or two restaurants or 3 in a particular city. But if you're really looking at the value chain, then obviously that's the way to go, which I would always advise that we should go in the format of the value segment between 500 to 850. In the restaurant, there is an evolution of the consumer also. There is a very positive trend where customers are now willing to try and be different. And they're willing to give you a chance, a second chance, experiment with new product. And that's been a very interesting part of our industry, which we find especially in the metropolitan cities. Whereas in the B cities, of course, it's a different trend. We aren't really very active in the B cities yet, but we are expecting to go into those areas because the international brands have created the market, shown us the way. And today the McDonald's of the world, KFCs, and Naren was here earlier, or Domino's or other brands are going that route. But they're again very price sensitive. Anything beyond a particular price, there is a resistance because people are looking for that value for money concept, which we are all aware of. That's the basics of the business. Another part which I would strongly emphasize, yes, in our industry in F&B, unlike brands which are international in nature, but if you look, most of the entrepreneurs here who are not having franchises of international brands because there are only a handful of them, the passion and personal involvement is a very, very important part of our business. I'm still, after so many years, still hands-on in my business. I still enjoy, yes, I'm not so much involved in operations, but I'm still very much involved in touching, feeling, knowing the customer, understanding his needs, and going into detail. And I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs who are successful in their own way, whether it's in retail, whether it's in food, even till today do that. A very great friend of mine, Kishore Biani, still till today goes into each of his big bazaars, understands the needs of consumer, changes his concept, still believes that when you put some pots and pans on the floor, the consumer prefers to buy it than buying it off a shelf. So, it's a mindset which you understand the consumer as you grow and you take your business forward.